Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yoshiman. Last time we did a bunch of duels against Little Yugi and also other duelists. We also bought some packs and we got some amazing pulls, so we still have to look out for main prize. But first, let us check out the new deck I've built. This is kind of completely a new deck. It still does the same thing. It's just your beatdown deck, more beefier monsters like Cybertech Alligator. And this card is kind of interesting if you can combine it with Tribute to the Doom. It's a bit situational, this combo, but it requires your opponent to have two monsters on the field. But yeah, when this card is sent to the graveyard, it doesn't really matter when it's from the field or from your hand or from your deck. You can equip it to a monster on the field. It can also be a monster on your side on the field if there is no target and you want to recycle it. So the effect of it becomes an equipped spell card, and you can target a monster, and it decreases the attack of that equipped monster by 500. That is actually quite good, and its stats are not too bad as well. So yeah, especially the defense. So if you're actually a bit in a pickle, like you get threatened by some sort of summon skull, yeah, you can at least defend yourself with this monster to tribute summon. And we also put this card in our deck. When this card is successfully summoned, doesn't really matter how it's summoned. Increase your life points by 1000. But when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, destroyed, that's a keyword, you take 2000 damage. We can avoid that if we tribute it for a tribute summon, such as these cards, these level 5 or level 6 beaters. So in a way, we can actually, weasel ourselves out from the damage. So that is actually kind of neat. Combo right here. We also put a spell canceller for the memes. It's actually your Jinzo, but for spell cards. But keep in mind, yeah, of course, you have to take very caution that your spell cards also don't work anymore, or you cannot activate them even. But yeah, although we have a lot of spells, but still, shuts your opponent down as well. So yeah, we also have Beetle. It's a nifty card. You can force an activation of a face down trap card if the timing is incorrect. So if it's like a mirror force and the timing is incorrect because you activated in your main phase 1 and there's no way you can activate mirror force in your main phase 1. It's only the battle phase when you attack a monster. You can actually destroy it, and when it's actually when the effect results of this card, you can actually shuffle it in your deck, so it actually recycles itself. That's actually very neat. And we also have some other cards like Michizuri, a bit of a trolley deck. I call this cookie control, and we also have Blastsphere just to be very annoying. So let's test our deck out against someone. Who's our first victim? Okay, where is he? Oh, or her. It's a he. It's Bakura. Yeah, it's last time I've dueled Bakura, we actually lost that duel. It was actually the duel before the Beginners Cup. So let's have our revenge against him. It's gonna be so much fun with our deck. I mean, it's not really top tier or anything, but I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is supposed to be fun, you know. That's how you play it. We also have to keep a look for the culprits. He might be lurking around somewhere. You know, that's that pesky Bennett Keith. Seriously, Bennett Keith is kind of a douchebag in the anime. I actually disliked it when I was younger. But yeah, as a whole, I don't like him as much, but I don't hate him as much as well. So I'm actually going to go for the hand destruction shenanigans. Even though that might be risky since he actually has two face downs. Yeah, I think Summon Skull is a bit situational, although I want to keep it. I think I'm going to, discard Malevolent Nuzlocke because it's too much in my opinion. And we also, this is a bit of a tricky choice. I don't want to discard the Upstart Golem. Hope I don't regret discarding the Magic Drain, because that's also a really good card to, you know, block any spell cards or negate that activation. But your opponent can also negate it, and crap. I fell into some real shit. Didn't expect the MST. No, I don't want to. I should set the Michizor. Seriously, is Bakuri going to be going to own me again? Seriously, he has some explosive plays right here. And seriously, he summons another monster. Who I'm in deep trouble, man. Deep trouble indeed. Gosh diggity darn. Or goddammit, if you want to be politically incorrect. And I'm going to activate Michizuri. Michizuri, when one of your monsters is destroyed, you can actually destroy one of your opponent monsters. That's a pretty trolly card, but we're going to get some massive damage from the 3 armored zombies. It's like, you know, 3 armored zombies still. That's actually the maximum zombies you can play. It's rarely you see that card in nowadays Yu-Gi-Oh! It's actually a miracle when you actually stumble upon this thing. I'm actually going to set the Giant Soldier of Stone and hope and pray that he doesn't tribute summon. Otherwise, we're actually, you know, fucked. And yeah, he doesn't have tribute summon monsters. Although I want to be very cautious. God damn it! I wish I have a Raigeki. Please unban Raigeki. Well, it's already unbanned in today's formats, and it doesn't do anything. I can actually do the safe play and summon this. Although, maybe I should have played the Cybertech Alligator or the Summon Skull. Dang, if he actually tributed a monster for one of his beefy monsters, well, we're kind of fucked. Well, does Protection of Darkness have 2000 attack or 2100? I can't remember. Hopefully he has 2000. He also has Vampire Lord, so okay, Call of the Mummy. Oh no, fuck Pot of Greed, shit. Oh, Violet Crystal, oh crud, okay. That's one. If there is a 2, okay. No, I need to tribute summon. Seriously, we cannot risk anything. Or should we use Cybertech Alligator? Yeah, let's go for the Cybertech Alligator, because it looks so fucking awesome. Well, Summon Skull is also fucking awesome, but we don't see Cybertech Alligator as much. Yugi plays Summon Skull. So I'd rather play Cybertech Alligator just to see different monsters. And I'm actually going to destroy the strongest because I feel like it's going to be a nuisance. Seriously, Bagura is still owning our ass. And we are the champions from the Beginner's Cup. Seriously. Well, it doesn't say anything. Maybe he should be the champ. But he did not qualify, I think. Oh, Heart of the Underdog. Crap, if he draws into a normal monster, he can draw again and does this kind of shenanigans. I can actually go for the White Magical Heads. Yeah, let's go for it, because I don't see a point to actually utilize its effect now that my both my equip spells are gone. Kind of backfires on us discarding the Malevolent Nuzzler. Damn it. Making the wrong decisions. That's typical Yoshi man for ya. I'm dueling Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I make life decisions. It's very poorly. That's some spoiler alert for ya. And okay, that's pretty shitty. We attack into a Pyramid Turtle. No, he can summon a monster with 2000 defense or less. So that means he can, you know, summon one of these beefy monsters. And it only has 2000 attack. Okay, that's actually fine, I guess. But he can get over my Gearfried and also my other cards. And he's going to draw a lot of cards. Okay, not. And he's using Red Medicine, which is a noob card. But that's just my opinion. My elitist opinion. But you can actually utilize, some sort of a combo with, life point gaining cards with the Fire Princess to make a burn deck. But you also need to run stallish cards. So my friend actually, me and my friend, I have actually built, a deck around it. And yeah, the Protection of Darkness is kind of annoying because it chooses the targets for us. So I cannot attack with Gearfried. Okay, he wants to crash into his protection. So say goodbye to Copycats. Although it saved our butt a bit. Kinda saved our butt. And there's the Headless Knight. He's a gonzo. Yeah, we have to beware of Call of the Mummy. If he doesn't have a monster in the field, he can special summon a zombie type monster. Okay, its effect activates and... Wait, can I chain anything? Royal Decree, okay, that's not going to help me. Okay, he's going to use this. So he can excavate some cards and potentially special summon some low level monsters on the field. A low level normal monster, that is. So he can actually gain some advantage. His cards are weak though. Most of his cards actually. I mean in terms of monster cards, and yeah, this is a bit risky, but I'm actually going to play Grandora. Going to activate, yeah, of course it's mandatory. But then I'm going to tribute its next turn. Use it as tribute fodder. Hopefully it doesn't, my opponent doesn't kill my Grandora. Otherwise we get some massive damage. But we can still survive after, getting some massive damage. But I just want to have a beatstick in my deck. I believe Grandora should do the job. Or maybe I should rerun Jiragumo, the meme lord itself. I mean, to be fair, Jiragumo it's not actually a meme, but as of Pot of Greed, but I mean, it has meme potential. Okay. So he sets a face down. I think I'm going to activate Royal Decree. There's no reason why not. And now I'm going to tribute it, the monster for Summon Skull. So normally it shouldn't activate. Yeah, it doesn't activate. So yeah, that's actually a kind of a power play you can do to actually recover your life points. But you have to protect your Grandadora from the dangers that your opponent has. And Royal Decree kind of seals the deal, even though Bakura doesn't run any nasty traps. But better safe than sorry. And this is GG. Really, that's kind of a tough duel. I'm not gonna lie. And the sound is a bit JP. And we get some bonuses, nice. And it's already night. Yay. Hopefully we can find the culprit. It has a high level. Okay, this is Para. Okay, Para, what do you really want? Seriously, he liked to bother us. Seriously, Para is rude. I think the whole borders concept is really fantastic. I like playing as them in Duel Links. They're like, two combined. They are actually combined as a duelist, the Paradox brothers. Which is really funny. And they also always rhyme. And they do an amazing job with Duel Links. I love playing Duel Links. Even though the meta is getting a little bit insane. It's like getting to the levels as the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is kind of unfortunate. I like to have a little bit of a slower format. that it's not so fast-paced. Like this format. This format is actually GOAT format. So it's like, you know, considered one of the best formats of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the best time of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like its prime. This is where the balance is really balanced, or and the game is actually kind of balanced. I'm not going to say balanced, because there are certain cards that are really OP. Because there isn't really diversity in the meta though, so I have to also interject my opinion right here. But it's actually, you know, more of a skillful format. That's actually entirely true. And you can utilize some basic strategies, but at the same time you have to really think about what's your opponent going to do. You have to be very cautious in GOAT format. That's actually what I really like. It's like, you know, you're actually on the edge of your seat. Okay, he's going to summon Thing of the Turner, and are you retarded? Seriously? You actually disregard the effect of Wall of Illusion, so you actually, you know, sacrifice 2 monsters from nothing. No, I'm not going to activate the cards, because otherwise that will be a bad play on my part. But seriously, I mean, Para, come on, and I cannot attack. So I'm not going to summon the White Magical Hat, because I'm pretty sure it gets destroyed, and I want at least to get the chance to, you know, rob 1 card from his hand, or at least 1 card. Well, we potentially can rob 2 with Rush Recklessly if he runs into it. So I'm going to attack with my high attack monster. Wielding the Axe of Despair, which is a powerful spell card. It's actually a basic spell card. It's not like really meta, but it gets the job done. I mean, 1000 is really huge. But I prefer other spell cards like, you know, United We Stand and Mage Power. That's actually a card that I used to run in my deck. Not going to sacrifice. I don't believe it's necessary. Okay, is he going to tribute it or not? I can actually go for this play. Kind of a trolley card to Rush Recklessly. It's actually a solid card in these types of situations. But you have to be careful though, because if your opponent has like these high attack beaters, well, your Rush Recklessly is basically shit. But it's really versatile, that's why I like about, you know, Rush Recklessly. And what do we have in the graveyard even? Can we go for game? I don't think we can go for game, so I'm actually going to go straight to the Bell phase. And I'm going to once again rob 1 of his cards from his hand. Seriously, hand destruction. This is why White Magical Hat is so good. I mean, its stats is basically not so great, like 1000 is not really, that's not a lot, putting that lightly, but the effect is amazing, if you pull it off, at least. But if you're on roll, oh man, you're actually, you know, owning some noobs. Let's own some noobs right here, like him. Okay, I'm actually going to attack with the strongest, and this is Skrill, which is fine. I can potentially lose 2000, but I don't really care because we have won this one. It doesn't really matter. Or does he select a target? Oh, he selects a target. He's actually sick of my White Magical Hat, and he still failed at it. Okay, he has a second coin toss. Never mind. And he still failed to do this. Well, just to spite him, I'm actually going to attack directly with my White Magical Hat, just to you know, discard his last card from his hand. There we go, and this is GG, well played. Well, not really well played, but because you made that one mistake with the Sang of the Thunder, attacking into my wall of illusion. That was a really horrible play. So don't ever do that. There we go. I make you regret this. Well, you'll regret making that awful play. Let's see. Hopefully we find someone. It is a high-level duelist, the culprit, so I think we should find him or her. Is this okay, this is Bandit Keith. Oh, hi Yugi. Burton, I've received a strong signal in this area. Hey Merton, Yuke! My dueling started going bonkers around here, so I came to check it out. Whoa, I just saw somebody over there. That's where the signal is coming from. I sense something dangerous. Ha ha ha, we meet again. Also for America, enough of your games, Bandit Keith. Give me the car back you stole, you fucking punk. Sheesh. Sorry that my voice can't handle the Bandit Keith's manly voice because I'm still in my purity. Sheesh, you again? You're really like a bad rash that won't go away. I'll finish you for good this time. Stop! Don't be hasty, Bandit Keith. I'm sorry, sir. Well, Bandit Keith calls Pegasus a sir, and that's actually kind of a contradiction with the anime. But anyway, let me handle this. Hey, you're Pegasus. It's nice to meet you, beginner champion. I'm shocked you made it so far. Since you're the winner of the latest tournament, I have a special surprise for you. I'll do you personally. It's not every day the creator of Duel Monsters challenges an amateur to a duel. You should be honored. If you win, though the odds are very tiny, I put very tiny in here, I'll give you back the grand prize that Bandit Keith has stolen. But it's mine! Are you saying that I'm going to lose? No, sir. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do it. Merton boy! Yeah, as you can guess, he has Toon Worlds. We're going to attack some, or beat some Toon monsters. Toon monsters are kinda dangerous, so I think we need to put them down as soon as possible. And we don't have really good back row removal, but I did something different. I actually did a good play for once. I actually set the Windstone of Ataqua, just in case shit's hit the fan. Okay, Pot of Greed. That is terrible for us. And he sets a whole back row. This is kind of crappy. I can attack, or I can actually Magic Drain. And I'm actually going to set the Archfiend of Gilfer. And then end my turn. Yeah, it's actually... It previously was known the Beast of Gilfer, but they changed it to the Archfiend archetype. Can I Magic Drain it? Hopefully I can. But if it doesn't, well, we still have a 1-for-1 trade-off. So he has to discard a spell card, and he cannot discard it. So when Toon World gets destroyed, well, Toon Goblin Attack Force gets destroyed as well. That's basically what the Toons are. There are some Toons you can actually not summon unless there's a Toon World, but cards like these, like Toon Gemini Elf and Toon Goblin Attack Force, they can summon without the Toon World. So I'm actually going to summon the Copycat just to copy the stats of the Toon Goblin Attack Force. He also runs life point gaining cards like Nimble no Momanga, but he also runs Stretch like this, like the Dark Rabbit. It's kind of a rubbish card at this point. Well, to be fair, it looks very cool though. I wish I have it in real life. There's like these normal monsters that are that are not released in the TCG, like, you know, these old normal monsters, like, you know, Dark Rabbit and some other cards that are quite weak. But I will really love to see a release on the TCG, because I like the art. I basically love the art of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm actually going to, you know, do the Grades for Charity thing. And we have Morphing Jar 2. I think I want to keep it. Yeah, I'm not going to keep the Wall of Illusion, because when shit hits the fan, Wall of Illusion is basically a dead card in this particular situation. So I'm not going to bet my money on that. I don't know if he has Mirror Force or not, so I'm actually scared because Pegasus has a lot of scary cards. But he might run Scapegoats, or he might run some life point gaining cards. Yeah, he has Scapegoats. I think we're fine, although yeah, Scapegoat is a bit of a bitch. He also has a monster in his fusion deck, which makes me a bit worried. You can also do yeah, he also has a Thousand Eyes Restrict. So what he can actually do is potentially do a combo. You can use Metamorph, which allows him to, you know, tribute a monster with the same level of the fusion summon that you're actually going to summon, and especially summon from the extra deck. So this is actually a basic thing you can do with, you know, goats with the goat token. It's a really powerful play in this format. It's actually defining the format. Also, yeah, he can do this, and he can even you know, tribute tokens. Even is actually considered a tune summon, not a tribute summon. So keep that in mind with the semantics. So I can actually put this thing down. Hopefully, I'm actually going to summon another white magical hat, just to destroy the token. I think I'm going to attack with Copycat. I think Dark Magician Girl isn't strong enough. So normally there should be, in the anime there is actually a protection with, you know, when Toon World is on the field, these monsters cannot be destroyed. Which in this, in the real Yu-Gi-Oh, in the real Yu-Gi-Oh game, it does not have the protection effect. So that's actually nice, because two monsters can actually attack directly if you don't if your opponent doesn't have a two monster in your field. Which is a strange mechanic, but it's actually very deadly. So the weakness of Toons are actually Toons itself, but one of the main weaknesses of Toons is actually, you know, back row removal. Any type of, you know, back row removal, like spell and trap removal, is basically, you know, a game. If you just Heavy Storm or use Amnesty, it's basically game, because he cannot pull his combos off. And this is actually, you know, overkill right here. I think we can go exactly, yes, we can go for the exact game. Unless he has another, you know, scapegoat. Which he doesn't, unless he's slow playing me, which will be nonsensical. Or maybe he has like cards like Magic Cylinder, which he does not. It's actually a dead card, what he has. So there we have it, yeah. That's actually unfortunate when you have two monsters. They can get a bit cloggy and breaky if you don't have the Tool World or actually, you know, specific cards or resources. So that's actually kind of an easy win. Oh no! I can't believe I lost! Hey, he disappeared! Where did he go? Hey Myrtle, look! Hey, it's the grand prize! You got a card. The graveyard in the fourth dimension. Seriously, there's a fourth dimension? I look at these both these guys' faces. It's so funny. You got Simon Magician level 4, and you got a card of Magician's Circle. That's very nice. You got a card list. BC Victory Pack. You got a deck recipe, BC Champ 1 and BC Champ 2. Seems you won. Kaiba! What's going on? I don't know. But they're not getting off so easily for wrecking my tournament. I'll hunt them down to end of the earth. I have a big announcement tomorrow. The battle of to become the next king of games. It's time for the expert corp. Oh seriously, tomorrow both you come to the Dominant train station. So we'll unlock this train station, which is very nice. It's going to be another era or area that we unlocked, and also another era. Hey Kaiba, aren't you forgetting somebody? I'm standing right here. Ha, I didn't see you. Probably because I don't have time for loser mutts. I'll show you, loser mutt. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I'll get ya, Kaiba. Yeah, Kaiba is a bit of a douche. So yeah, we actually dealt with a lot of crap. We can still do one more duel before we sleep. And okay, another counter. This time it's panic mode because we're dueling panic. Ha ha ha. A duelist has time to rest even if it's the middle of the night. In fact, this is the perfect time to duel. Seriously, this is we haven't seen Panic, but he used to be Pegasus goons, one of these eliminators. Yeah, Panic is really weak. He's not really a threat at all. He uses mainly defensive cards, but also very terrible cards as well. In the anime, he is also playing very defensively. He also runs Dark Mirror Force. So what I'm actually going to do is utilize the effect of Beidol. And let's see what it is. Yeah, the timing is incorrect, so it is destroyed. And I can shuffle Beidol into my deck. And I'm going to attack with both my monsters. There's not much to worry about. It's the Sorcerer of the Doomed. That's not going to cut it. Yeah, Muka is not so reliable with the cards I have, so I think I'm going to cut it in my deck if I have better cards. And he gets some damage. So I'm gonna go for my end phase, and yeah, let's see what he does. There's a lot of shadow duels in this video. Yeah, what should I do? Should I... Well, if I actually, tribute for the spell canceller, I cannot chain Rush Recklessly when he has a high defense monster. Because he actually runs high defense monsters. And he has the Mask of Darkness, which allows him to, retrieve a trap card from his graveyard to the hand due to its flip effect. Mask of Darkness is also quite good. It's not as good as Mystical Fate because there are a lot more, powerful spell cards, and yeah, spell cards are generally more. It's not necessarily automatically better, but it's actually in most situations more beneficial to utilize spell cards because spell cards are always the powerful ones. Okay, he's going to use Cost Down and he sets something. I assume it's a high defense monster. I'm actually going to attack with Gearfried, the Iron Knight. And it's a Pyramid Turtle. Why did he use Cost Down? I don't understand. Why did you just discard a card, one of your resources? I don't comprehend game. Or Panic. I think he's really panicking because I have so many beefy monsters. Let me do quick math. This is not game. I've done the math. That's unfortunate. Damn it, man. It's just not enough. Well, no, it's not enough. I come 100 too short. Otherwise, I would have chained Rush Recklessly, but but then I have one less card in my hands. I think I'm going to flood game him from the game, so he cannot activate spells. And also what I would like to do is just activate Royal Decree, so no spell and traps cannot be activated. So he's basically stuck. So no, it's monsters only. I want to do this. Just monsters and effects. And let's go for game, perhaps. Yeah, we cannot activate Rush Accuracy if he has a high defense monster. So we have to wait, which is not the case. But I love doing this kind of trolling shit. So there's nothing to worry about, just attack Spell Canceller. It's kind of an underestimated card in my opinion. Negating spells, really powerful. And there we have it, we have a lot of points. Come to me, daddy. Well, that sounds a little bit too dirty. How could I lose? The arrows are dissipating. And it's already at return. Yeah, it's been a long night. Or long evening, rather. But yeah, on that... Okay, you have mail! The Expert Cup begins tomorrow to crown the next King of Games. This message was only sent to the world's top duelists and tournament champions. Please meet tomorrow in front of the Domino train station. The Expert Cup. Okay. So tomorrow, yeah, we are going to head on the Expert Cup. So I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment or like or subscribe and do all this good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye!